Well, Liam, mixed emotions after that frantic end to the game?
Yeah, definitely that. I think, frustrated, of course, to just to concede so late in the manner of the goal obviously is hugely frustrating, but I also think in terms of the positive side, so many positives to come from it as well. So, yeah, it was like I say, frustrating finish, but a huge number of good things to take away from it.
How do you break down the game? I mean, particularly in that first half, there were a lot of chances for Sinclair making his debut as a right handful, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely that. I thought we probably started the game a little bit slow. I thought the first 10 minutes Max had to make a couple of excellent saves, and they got in some good areas, probably more off us rather than I'd say in terms of top play from them opening us up. It fell a little bit in terms of little errors, little mistakes, not quite getting there quick enough that led to the chances. And then I thought the last sort of 25, 30 minutes, the first half, boys did a great job of shifting momentum back in our favour. I thought the press was excellent. Regained it numerous times high up, and then had a lot of control in their half of the pitch, which again is probably another emotion of frustration of not turning it into more clear-cut chances.
But there was one moment, Ali Mayulu making his debut as well, and some finish for his first goal for the club.
Yeah, fantastic finish. Yeah, been really pleased with the impact he's had, and kind of today's a good example. Which I know once the emotion settles and the rawness of it goes away, I think what we can see today, I think, is what we've spoken about, is having options and different profiles in the group, so that Sinks does a terrific job of running the depth and causing problems that way. We're then able to change the game by bringing Fally on, and a different profile of player that brings a completely different problem, which then leads to a fantastic finish for him, which I'm sure will do him the world of good. So that again, like I said, when you step back, bigger picture is it's nice to have those options and being able to change the game.
Those kind of moments, is that what you thought about when you were training and recruiting in pre-season?
Yeah, definitely. Spoke a lot about it back end of last season. In terms of lots of similar profiles. I think what we've worked hard to do, and I think the other bit is to remember the lads. The areas we've added will only get better the more time we have, the more games, the more they understand the division, the more they settle. And the big bit is then having that competition. So we need people to deliver. We need people to step up and not be nearly. And I think that's we spoke a lot about it last year, and that's what we've now got in terms of competition. That if people aren't stepping up, then we're able to change it. And that's for me then a case of managing that competition to try and get the best out of everybody.
And how gutting was the end to the game, of course, conceding a penalty in that manner?
Yes, yeah. So late, it's obviously hugely frustrating. Probably, like you say, the manner. I think the closer you get to the end, the more tense, the more anxious, the more on edge people are, and then some of the decisions, some of the basics, dropped a little bit for me. Which we can talk about Joe and what he did, but there's 2-3 mistakes before that lead to him having to do that. So yeah, it's a collective. We score together, we concede together, and ultimately it's we have to take it on the chin and quickly move on.
Overall, though, happy with the first game over and done with, and then straight back into it with the Carabao Cup on Tuesday?
Yeah, no, I am. It's not easy. I think in terms of pre-season, you can't replicate the intensity, the atmosphere, the pressure of a championship game. And again, like I said, I thought it's never easy on the first one, but to come here, take a point, albeit obviously feels like 2 drops, should I say? Sorry. I think it's one where we'll take it and move on quickly and get ready to go again Tuesday.